Welcome, beautiful soul. If you resonated with this lovely spirit quartz, this one is an amethyst quartz, and they are also called porcupine quartz or cactus quartz because sometimes they have other parts growing out of it and it looks almost like the shape of a cactus. It is a very special stone, and I wanted to read to you from Google. It says spirit quartz is believed to offer benefits like amplifying positive energy, promoting spiritual growth, providing protection against negative energies, enhancing communication, facilitating deep meditation, fostering a connection to nature, and balancing energy within oneself and the environment. It is often associated with the crown chakra and is used for practices like astral projection and dream work. It is also a stone of spiritual transformation and is very good to use for grid work or during grid work. So on your card we have white buffalo calf woman with the beautiful white buffalo behind her, and she has a peace pipe in her hands. She is making a gesture, an offering of peace. I invite you to take a deep breath with me, and every time that we do that, we raise our vibration and we are able to connect. And when you are watching this reading, because the work I do is outside of time, that's why I always do timeless readings. Whenever you come across this reading is exactly the time when you need to hear it most and when you will benefit from it most. So I drew a card from Heal Yourself Reading Cards by Ina Segal, and she is an intuitive healer that has written quite a few books as well. And the first card is card number 23, Patience. In order for us to achieve inner peace, we have to have patience with ourselves and with others. This is card number 23, adding up to 5, reducing to 5 as they say in numerology. And you also received card number 5, sadness. Often we attempt to create inner peace within ourselves, but there's a deep sadness, a grief, something that needs resolution that we might not have had the courage to face so far. We might not always be aware that we project onto or transfer emotions onto others. And so we can look outside of ourselves and try and change someone else's behavior. That insistence on knowing what is right, on being right, could be the thing that stands in your way of finding true peace within and without. Okay. Let me see what this beautiful deck, the Sacred Forest Oracle, what advice does Spirit have for you in achieving that sense of peace and calm in your life. Isn't it beautiful how Spirit communicates with us in so many magical ways? You receive the toadstool, which is representative of growth, and the Spirit crystal is also representative of spiritual growth. It is card number 44, reducing to an 8. 8, when you turn it on its side, is the infinity symbol. We are consciousness itself, and so even when our human lives end, our spiritual journey never ends. It is an ongoing, wonderful learning experience. Doesn't always feel that wonderful as a human. As I always say, the universe speaks, and I've now had to pause the video recording because all of a sudden outside interference occurred. The neighbors are working on a car and they were banging away and really disturbing our peace. This is a reminder that we do not have control over what happens in the world out there, but we can take back our power and create our own inner sanctuary. A link to my course with the same name that teaches you how to meditate successfully from day one, how to reset and self-soothe your nervous system so that you can come back from anxiety and overwhelm and really find true inner peace. What advice does Spirit have for you for today in creating that inner peace for yourself? And creating that inner peace within yourself has positive ripple effects on everyone around you. It really is the gift that keeps on giving. Oh wow. As I say that, giving and receiving. Card number 6, which is about harmony, balance. The 6 of Pentacles, or the 6 of Earth. Balanced giving and receiving. Are you taking more than your fair share and creating an imbalance in a relationship? And next you received, or I should say, Spirit is interrupting me. Or are you giving too much and not being open to receiving your fair share? Overgiving is often a trauma response that empaths have, where you feel that your only value and worth is in being of service to others, in giving, in overdoing, in sharing. You need to bring that back into balance and be open to receiving. You also received card number 9, which is representative of the Hermit. Seek, quiet your mind, spend time in nature, connect with nature like the spirit crystal that is our guardian. Wow, is inspiring us to do. When you meditate, even if you do mindful meditation, which I teach you in my course, Create Your Own Inner Sanctuary, that brings so much clarity into your life. You find inner peace while you're doing it, and as a consequence of being consistent and dedicated with your practice. You also then received, so you're seeking that connection, that presence and peace, and you also get to nurture yourself. Card number 3. This card is just the artwork. She's grounded and she's connected to the light. Look at that beautiful aura radiating out around her head. She makes sure that she is both grounded and connected at all times. That is where inner peace lies. So this is the Empress, representative of the Empress, which is also an earth sign. So perhaps you are an earth sign. Perhaps you would like to be more grounded. Many of us who are naturally gifted, spiritually inclined, often struggle to be present in our bodies, and we really need to nurture our bodies to listen. When it's shouting at us, it is because we haven't quieted our minds. We haven't been feeling into what our emotions are trying to tell us, what the signs and synchronicities are trying to guide us towards. And perhaps we are trying to fix things with our ego mind. So there's the interruption again, and I will take a bit of a break and come back. Spirit is so beautiful and so magical. We are continuing on in a different deck with the theme of you needing to connect to nature, your nature within, and nature itself. Practicing earthing, spending time simply being in nature, leaving your electronic devices aside, tuning into the wisdom and the groundedness. Again, honor the earth, Mother Gaia, in everything you do, and connect to her. She will nurture you. Let's see what messages Spirit has for you at this time. Summer, bask in joy and light. We have bee spirit, and earlier today I had a visitation from an actual bee coming into this space, and I hope that bee will make its appearance again, because the universe speaks to us with all of these beautiful animal and insect and bird spirit guides. A bee is representative of the sweet things in life. What is sweeter than finding inner peace and experiencing, enjoying calm in your life? So this is representative of Archangel Raphael, the healer, and he is inviting you to be open to receiving healing information. It is always so interesting to me how we often find ourselves in sort of a catch-22 situation. In order for us to heal body, mind and soul, we need to find inner peace, and those are the things that often prevent us from finding inner peace. When we find inner peace, we find healing on every level. So which comes first? Hopefully you can prevent getting sick, prevent feeling overwhelmed emotionally. The cards are quite busy at the moment. Let me just see. I invite you to take a deep breath with me, and I'm asking for further clarification and guidance on the healing information you need to hear at this time. There we go. Secret Spring Success. So what does this card, the artwork on this card, represent again? Secret Spring Success. She's in nature. She is a nature spirit, a beautiful fairy or a fae. There's some water, the moon, green shrubbery. What is more healing than the color green? Practice some earthing, barefoot walking on natural surfaces. Take some slow deep breaths. Definitely leave your electronic devices away from you. Okay. Let's see what inner peace message Spirit has for you in closing. What advice does Spirit have for you in order for you to achieve that inner peace and calm? You have card number 27, reducing to a 9. The universe rewards action, not thought. If you know what it would take for you to live a life with far more ease and grace, and you are aware that you need to find inner peace so that it can be reflected outward to you. Knowing it, watching my reading, and not taking action is not going to give you what you are looking for. This is a manifest world. You already received many messages telling you to be connected to the earth, to your body, to reality in a way. We can only heal when we are grounded, which protects us as well on a spiritual level. Physically, it helps to boost our immune system. There are only benefits to it. But are you taking the action steps on a consistent basis, which does not mean all or nothing? It does not mean that you have to do it every single day, and that if you can't for some reason, that you have failed. And then further advice from Spirit, and this will be the last 2 messages for your reading. Chills. Card number 41, reducing to a 5. Gratitude is the life force of peace. Do you have a gratitude practice? And do you truly feel it? Do you feel the appreciation for all of the magnificence that you are, that the universe is all around us, your connection or your potential for connection to Spirit, for all of the love that is available to you? Even if you feel alone and you feel unloved, did you know that you could tap into your own love? There is a never-ending source available. We often feel lost. We don't know how to love ourselves. We need to really learn and practice nurturing ourselves. Creating that inner peace is the best way to take care of yourself. Really beautiful. Then you received card number 37, adding up to a 10, which is a 1 in numerology. Rise above it. It's not yours to carry. You are an empath. How can you detach from the drama? Isn't that just the best advice ever? Because empaths tend to wear other people's problems. We often, like I said before, give too much, we care too much, and you self-sacrifice in order to keep everyone happy. You may be far too tolerant of abuse or bad behavior, unacceptable behavior, just so that you can keep the peace. That is not true peace, that's peace. That is artificial, and it is harmful not only to you, but to the people that you let off too easily, because they don't have the opportunity to learn from their mistakes. And as an empath, you need to learn how to self-soothe while you do the work to release trauma through somatic release, which is active release from your body, releasing tension, stress, trauma that is built up in your body, nervous system healing, learning how to self-soothe. And when you do practices such as mindful meditation and other mindful practices, it allows you to really anchor yourself in the present moment, in your strength, in your heart. I want to bring back this previous message, because instead of looking out like the 2 versions of you on the previous message, outward, and being so open to absorbing the collective energies and the collective consciousness, you need to stop and turn your focus inward and really cultivate that strength and inner peace within yourself. So, what a beautiful message. If you are interested in taking my course, Create Your Own Inner Sanctuary, there is a link in the description box below that you can click on, and you can look at a little bit of more information around what the course offers. And you are welcome to connect with me via WhatsApp or email, both of which information is in the description box below. And there is no obligation for you to actually take the course, but take some action as you've been guided to, and investigate whether this is for you. Know also that this is a long-term, lifelong investment. in your own well-being, and it will support you on every level, in every area of your life. If you feel that you resonated with this reading, let's see. Please leave a pink rose or a pink heart down below in the comments, a bee emoji, or anything that represents nature to you. It can be a mushroom, a tree, a bird, whatever represents nature to you. So that is it for now from me, and I hope to see you again very soon. So much healing, love and light. And remember to please subscribe and like the video if you resonate with my messages and you would like to be notified every time that I upload a video. Enjoy the rest of what I hope to be a peaceful day.